So today, I got all dressed up in my nice button-up shirt. I've got my Britney Spears microphone on, and I was going to go over here to the whiteboard and use all of my fancy gear to record some kind of amazing vlog content for you at the end of my workday. But my plans got changed a little bit when the power went out for about an hour this afternoon. So what did I choose to do when the power went out? I pulled up my phone and decided to go live on Facebook. Now, what you're about ready to see is only about, well, I can tell you, 15 minutes and 14 seconds worth of about a 55-minute Facebook live stream. What is up, everybody? Cliff Ravenscraft here. Welcome to the replay. It is Monday afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, in fact, and I was crushing it as far as getting things done. I was like focused, laser focused on getting work accomplished. I was just about ready to download the PDF workbook from the Free the Dream conference. Let's see here. The digital version of this. This is the workbook that people went through when they came to Free the Dream. It had all of my notes and stuff like that for the talks that I did at Free the Dream. Check this out. Isn't this beautiful? Anyway, so I downloaded I was getting ready to download the digital version, the PDF version of this, so that I could make it available on the virtual ticket for the Free the Dream conference. I wanted to create a sales page for the Free the Dream conference virtual ticket. All of that stuff I was going to do, but then this happened. Do you see all of that? Right there. Absolutely no power to any of the screens in my studio. There's no power anywhere in my house. But what do you do when the power goes out? Of course, you pull out your mobile device that has battery power and you go live on Facebook. Because, well, what else would you do when you're an online business person and you like to create content and all that other stuff? So that gives me just this opportunity. What does this make possible? What does this mean? It means that I get to take a break from what I was doing. I get to hang out with you guys. I'm really excited about getting back into my iPad Pro. Many of you may or may not know that I jump around from tool to tool, strategy and technique for managing my productive life. Like, what am I going to focus on today? What's my most important things? And there are times when I go into technology tools where I type it all up in apps like Todoist, which I haven't used Todoist in forever. Todoist is a glorified shared shopping list application that Stephanie and I use. And I just saw that it renewed like $29 a year for the ability for Stephanie and I to share that. And I don't know that it's actually all that necessary for us to continue that, but it just auto-renewed. And that's one of the things with these annual subscriptions. It's like, yeah, I'll just leave it. Maybe one day I'll go back to using it. Anyway, right now, what I'm currently using, I'm back to using my iPad Pro and GoodNotes 4. Let me just go ahead and pull up. This is GoodNotes 4, and I created my own custom templates. And this is my daily items here. And if I zoom in, you can see today's highest priority, next level mastermind interview with Elmer Liu at 3:30 today, which I hope I have power by 3:30. If not, I will do that interview via my phone as well. So I just basically say, okay, here are my scheduled commitments. I had my scheduled, well, there's Elmer right there, in fact. Hello, Elmer, we were just talking about you. My highest priority today is our call at 3:30 Eastern time. So anyway, that's all my thing here for today. My only 2 scheduled commitments was my workout and my next level mastermind interview. But then over here on the right, I have other items that I want to accomplish. One of them, by the way, was to edit TCRS episode 567 show notes. So you can go to thecliffravenscraftshow.com/567 or mindsetanswerman.com/567, and you can see that I've already done that. I just put the show notes in. I published that episode on Friday, took the weekend off, and then I came back and did the show notes this morning. Then the next thing on my list was add workbook, which is the digital version of this, to the Free the Dream virtual ticket. That was next on my list. And the next thing after that was to market Free the Dream virtual ticket. So to create a quick sales page, landing page, just something so I can start saying, hey, you can go buy the virtual ticket, and I promise you this thing's going to change your life. When you hear or watch these 17 sessions, it's going to be incredible. And then create a sales page for Stephanie's mastermind group is on my list for today. And then once I've done that, then I can release the episode of her podcast, Thriving the Mosaic, where she has talked about her mastermind group, that she's launching. So that is what was on my list. That I'm back to using my iPad, and the app that I said that I'm using is Good Notes 4. But yes, the Good Notes 4 is available on the iPhone as well. So anything that I use Good Notes 4 because it's all handwriting. I'll show you something else real quickly here with Good Notes 4. So this is my day for today. This was my previous day, which was Thursday. I guess I didn't do one for Friday, but this is how I'm tracking, the things that I do each day. What's most important, and you can see that. Gosh, last Monday, dude, I totally crushed it. You can see that these are highlighted when I highlight them in green when they're marked off of my list. So it did tons of awesome stuff. But that's not the only thing I have going on in my iPad. I have in here a projects list. So for example, I can click on here and go to projects. And this is my level 1 to-do items. Market the Next Level Mastermind. My goal is to have 24 members by August 31st. You can see that if I zoom in right there. I want to do a mentoring sales page. It's on my to-do list. I'll get around to it. But I want to create if you go to cliffravenscraft.com and click on Work With Me, eventually there'll be an option for one-on-one mentoring. Up until this point, I haven't really promoted it very much, but I would like to have it available because I do love working with people one-on-one in a mentoring capacity. You can see right here, this is Market Free the Dream 18 virtual ticket. Then if I scroll up here, this is marriage retreat planning. This is something that Stephanie and I are working on. It's going to be a very small group, probably 8 couples for our very first ever marriage retreat for entrepreneurial couples. Building an online business workshop as an online course, and you can see that actually has right here. That's a big, huge question mark right there. So that's something I'm contemplating. I've actually got my whiteboard camera set up over here. You can see the camera over there, the whiteboard. I've been doing some playing around with using that setup, and it may happen. I know that I'm going to be creating some online products, that's for sure. To-do items. This is more stuff on my to-do list. Free to Thrive Mastermind sales page. This is Stephanie's mastermind group. Thriving Mosaic production. That's Stephanie's podcast. There are a couple recorded episodes that I need to schedule for her. And the first one that I need to schedule for her is the one that actually promotes the mastermind. So it's been waiting until I actually create the sales page for her. I need to create a questionnaire, a post Free the Dream questionnaire. This is actually a survey for people to fill out to give me feedback about their experience at Free the Dream. That's been on my to-do list. Schedule TCRS interviews with Next Level Mastermind members and Free the Dream 18 members. So that I'm going to be creating podcast conversations and interviews with people that I work with in my Next Level Mastermind, and also people who attended Free the Dream. I want to just have conversations with them about just stuff, life. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. And then ad campaign for Next Level Mastermind. I'm actually working on that. So that's my level 1. You can see up here, that's level 1 to do items. See that I love handwriting. All of this done with my Apple Pencil. If I scroll over, I have my level 2 stuff here. So level 2 items, I need some W-9s for anybody that I paid more than $600 to. So I have lots of vendors that I had to pay to do things for Free the Dream, and now I need to go out, and anybody I paid more than $600 to, I need to get a W-9 for tax purposes so I can send them 1099 forms at the end of the year here. I have a question about whether or not I want to do an email marketing product where I basically have my own email marketing course. Kajabi course, basically using Kajabi, how I use Kajabi to create products, and can teach that so people might be interested. And David Foster podcast access. This is something that's on my list. That's actually something for Stephanie. It's a special request for her. Next Level Mastermind face-to-face meetup. So we're talking about the Next Level Mastermind meets on a weekly basis via Zoom. We're thinking about actually hosting a face-to-face meetup, and my friend Ron Gibson has offered to organize that. That's a level 2 item here. Work on 2019 event calendar. So by the way, my event calendar looks like this. So I have an event calendar on here, and if I go back, this is my 2018 event calendar, and you can see that it's almost all filled up. If we go to October, you can see that today's Columbus Day. I didn't know that until just now, but it's Columbus Day on here. And you can see that right here, this is Next Level Workshop. That's coming up this Friday and Saturday. I'm thinking about going down here at the end of this month, the Tribe Conference. Although I'm not sure if I'm going to go to the Tribe Conference or if I'm going to go up to Columbus and go to the Igniting Souls Conference. I'm still on the fence about that, but I'm probably leaning towards Tribe just to know, because it's actually in Franklin, Tennessee, and it's in the same venue where my conference is, and lots of opportunities go along with that. So that's what I'm looking at. Anyway, so I do this calendar. This is 2018. This was 2017. This was 2016. So I've been doing this for the last few years just to have an overview of my events, like things like my events, other people's events. This is just like an overall yearly planner. That's something I keep inside of my good notes. Elmer says, do you prefer writing on the iPad or the old school paper notebook? I prefer writing everything into my iPad Pro. I do not like notebooks ever since I got my iPad Pro. I used to have notebooks like this, and I wonder if, yeah, check this out. I don't even know what anything in here is, but I used to write down, basically anytime I had a meeting, I would write down all kinds of stuff in here. And the reality is I can't search any of this. Lots of notes about coaching calls and all of that good stuff. And it'd be interesting one day to go through and stuff like that. But the thing is gosh, I've been doing this for years. What is this? Is this another one? Yeah, here's another notebook. But yeah, I've always been a note taker. Anytime I do a meeting, anytime I do a coaching session, anytime I'm at a conference, anytime I'm going through my day, it's like, oh, whoa, what was that? Did I just see? I didn't see the big leap, did I? Did I just see the big leap? Oh my gosh, check this out. Last Wednesday, 212 pounds. Oh, that was a long time ago. This was, gosh, when was this written? I have no idea. The big leap. Check this out. Upper Limit Challenge. You know what? I'm almost positive these would have been notes from a meeting that I had with Dan Miller, because this is where Dan Miller told me about the book, The Big Leap, and the Upper Limit Challenge, and the fact that he made notes, said something about the fact that I love to help people with their limiting beliefs. Let's see here, Mindset by Carol Dweck, which the funny thing is he told me about both of these books. I started this book. This book is absolutely horrible, except for that it's got a great message. You just need to read one chapter. Every other chapter in the book, Mindset by Carol Dweck, is exactly the same thing. She hammers the same message and says the same thing over and over again, chapter by chapter by chapter. Save yourself some time. Read 1 or 2 chapters and then throw the book to the side. Don't waste your time with any more of it. It's good. It's a good message. But I remember after talking with Dan Miller, that, gosh, this would have been a couple years ago. This has probably been about 2 or 3 years ago. Anyway, wow. Okay, so I created my 2016 event calendar. So this would have probably been 2015. That is what. There it is, right there. October 28th, 2015. Cliff, A to Z 22, made $37,000 in income. That was fun. Awesome. Man, there's some fun. Yeah, so I love keeping notebooks. But here's the thing. Check this out. See all of this stuff here? I can't carry this stuff around. I don't have digital versions. I can't search this stuff. And the funny thing is that, or the awesome thing is that everything that I've done the last 3 years is all in here, and I can carry this. And not only that, well, I can't show you. I'm actually broadcasting live on Facebook. Hold on, let me put these away. Hold on. Thing is everything that I handwrite using my Apple Pencil into my iPad Pro in GoodNotes 4, everything that I write into GoodNotes 4 is automatically synced to my phone via iCloud. And so I have, just imagine all of those notebooks that I just showed you, if I would have been using GoodNotes back then, everything I just showed you would be available on my phone with me everywhere I go. It's available on my desktop because there's a GoodNotes application there. It's available on my iPad. Well, there you go, my friends. That's just 15 minutes or so from the Facebook live stream that I did while the power was out earlier today. You know, I have always been a note taker. I love to take notes. It's funny that I very rarely ever go back and review my notes, but there have been occasions where I'm like, what did so-and-so say? Or what was that quote that so-and-so said? Or what was that book that somebody mentioned? What was the name of that piece of technology that somebody told me about? And occasionally I'm able to go back and find those things that you just never know. And of course, gosh, while I was doing that Facebook Live, I was just glimpsing. I mean, 3-4 years ago, there's some awesome notes inside of those notebooks. Makes me think that I need to go and spend some time going back and reviewing some of those old things that I had written in the past. It's kind of like a time machine, if you will. And it's so funny because I know there'll be notes inside of there where, wow, I remember how big of a deal it was for me to be dealing with this, or this was a big, huge breakthrough. This was a major milestone. Whereas today, I'm like, man, if things were only that might not, it's just amazing how far we've come. You know, it really is. And it just reminds me that there's always challenges. And when you document the challenges that you're currently facing, what I love is working with people one-on-one and mentoring people. I have notes inside of those notebooks of challenges that people that I had worked with in the past are facing. And since I did that Facebook live stream, I was going through and I'm like, man, to think how far that person has come today and to know that this was what they were struggling with 4 years ago. Wow. How they've grown. It's just amazing. I love taking notes, and I love that I'm back to taking notes in my iPad. One thing that I did mention that got edited out of the original is that I'm looking forward to the new iPad Pros that'll come out. I'm expecting that here in October 2018, probably in about 2 weeks, Apple will probably host another event, and they'll talk about the very new models of the iPad Pro. And you know, I love this major, gigantic iPad Pro. This is the larger one. Is it the 12.9 inch or whatever? But the dimension of this is like the same as a full sheet of paper. So I really do enjoy this, but this thing is not nearly as portable as I'd like it to be. And so I am thinking about getting one of those 10.9 inch iPad Pros. I was just going to wait until the new version came out. And then one thing that I will do next time is I will make sure to get the one with the data. What do you call it? The LTE model, so that I can actually have LTE, so that I don't have to personal hotspot it to my phone every time I want to do things. I want to make sure that that thing has its own data connection so that it's automatically syncing all of my notes and everything else. But anyway, I didn't intend this to be the focus of today's vlog, but I thought that it might be interesting. Let me know in the comments, did you find this interesting? If not, I'll have some more content for you guys coming very soon here in the vlog. Until next time, I encourage you to take everything you do to the next level. Bye.